up, sometimes it becomes very difficult to change. And then the sense of entitlement for people who get kids is that they are always the best. But as he says, it's a very funny experience that when you sit in interviews, the people who perform poor are the people who feel that they are most educated. And it's just because of the soft skills that they lack. And as you grow up, just know that one time you will find that a B person is taken and an A person is left behind, not because of the academics, but character. So as you grow up, please take note of that. Maybe I would not want to talk much at this juncture. I would like to give an opportunity to the partners who have supported us here to be here today. And then later on, I'll invite my colleague chiefs and Waziri before Her Excellency the First Lady can address us. So quickly, I would like to recognize the following partners. Then I will give them an opinion.
All protocol observes, Her Excellency the First Lady, the chief officers present. This is Josephine Odhiambo, representing ICS, that is investing in children and their societies. And we have a program here in Kakamega County on gender transformative parenting program for the adolescent parents, that is teenage mothers from the ages of 15 to 19. So we are really looking forward to working with the Office of the First Lady and also the county government of Kakamega to ensure that there is adequate support for families of where the adolescent parents are coming from, the adolescent parents themselves, their children, through a course of 3-year program. And we are also anticipating to include a research part of it to ensure the best practices that we shall be having through the interventions are scaled through different arms of the government, whether it's through legislation, advocacies, and also adequate resource mobilization, so that we can be able to ensure adequate number of adolescent parents have been reached and impacted in their various communities and families. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Your Excellency and all of our protocol observed. Good afternoon. Before I say a word, I want my dad to stand and wave. That's my daddy and the Bishop of Overcoming Faith Church. I suppose most of the things I do, and I love him. I do want to say I'm grateful to stand here and represent Soroptimist International. It's a global volunteer movement for women, and we work around the communities to empower the girls and the women. We are proud of what our First Lady is doing. We're here to tell you that we're going to support you, and we admire what you do. We know it's a big calling, and it needs a lot of support. So I have worked with my fellow sisters in SI. Please just stand up. Our colors are normally blue and yellow, so those are our colors. And as I said, we work to empower women and girls, and we're glad to be here. And I also want to say that she may be the only one privileged to have gone to the same school with her. So we are schoolmates. Thank you so much. In Soroptimist, as I said, we work in the communities to empower women and girls. Some of our programs include health. We move to look for grants to help in the health sectors. We work with the widows, seeing what they do and holding their hands. We've worked closely with the widows from Musoli, anybody from Musoli. There is a big group of widows in Musoli that we work with. About 20 different groups of widows have come together, and we do projects with them. We teach them economic empowerment. We've taught them on how to make paper necklaces and baskets and stuff and soap. And some of their things, we create shops, online shops, and we sell for them and give them back the money. We also offer scholarships for those who can apply, and we'll be talking to the people who are in charge to see what kind of scholarship they can apply with us. And we also do mentorship programs. We do career development, anything that can be done to girls. We do advocacy against GBV, gender-based violence, and many other programs. Thank you so much, and God bless.
All protocol observed, our parents and the students. Good afternoon. I'm Nelly Patrick from CAP Youth Empowerment Institute. As you can see, our banner is over there and another one is there. CAPA is an NGO. It started since the year 2011, and the main aim of this NGO is just to empower the life of young people with the skills and knowledge. And most of the time, we empower them with the food and beverage skills, plumbing and pipe fitting, and the wiring. So we are hosted at Kakamega County Polytechnic, and now the KPA, we are working on a project called STEP, which is that one. It's STEM Education for Empowerment Project. The STEM, we focus on empowering girls, and we have been working with the Office of the First Lady, and she brought girls, like more than 50 to us. We are so much thank you for that, madam, and we are still looking forward to have more girls enrolled in the courses. As I've said, the courses are sponsored, they are free, so they're just focusing for girls only from the age of 13 to 18. And our donors are the Barrett family, Hamba family, and the Canada family. Briefly, that we are sponsored, as I've said, we are hosted at Kakamega County Polytechnic, and the courses that we'll be offering is food and beverage, and plumbing and pipe fitting. And my colleague, as you can see our t-shirt, he will be taking the pipe fitting and the plumbing. So girls that are in the age bracket, kindly bring them, because as I've said, the courses are for free. Yeah, you are all welcome. Thank you.
Girls in those areas, so you can also pass that word around. I'm told Fawek is around, the representative.
The First Lady, the guests, our distinguished guests, the teenage mothers, and all protocols observed. Good morning. Oh, it's good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Laura Doresi. I work for Fawe Kenya as the county coordinator for Imarisha Msichana project. And the project is in line with what our First Lady is doing. It is about ending teenage pregnancy, and we are implementing this in 20 counties in Kenya, and Kakamega is one of the counties that we are working in. And in our project, we are not just looking at the teenage mothers alone. As one of our teachers has spoken here, we're also looking at the school environment itself. Is it also supporting the re-entry of these girls back to school? Because you'll find that at times, the girl wants to come back to school, but now the challenge is the school environment. Maybe the problem is the teachers within the school, or the administration in the school, or even the community itself. So we are looking at various aspects and various challenges that are preventing this girl from coming back to school. And also at the same time, we're reaching out to girls and also the boys and also men within the community, because these are the people who are getting our girls pregnant, right? So we need to look at various approaches so that we can prevent pregnancy. We want to prevent this from happening. And also those ones who have been affected, we want to see how can they be able to get back to school. And I have one thing to say to our dear girls here. Wasichana mnanisikiza? I want you to leave this place with one thing. Our dear First Lady is supporting you, and it's not just finishing education. Mnasikia wasichana? Si kumaliza tu, tunataka tufanye vizuri. We have been given this opportunity, we want you to do better. So I want to leave you with one thing. Please be your own competitor. Nikisema be your own competitor, I want you to be better than you were yesterday. Are we together? Whether it is in your education, whether it's in any aspect in your life, try to be better than you were yesterday. So thank you so much. And
next is KCB. Or you're yet to... Okay. Your Excellency, I think a study should be done, because most of the speakers here are from one generation. So I'm wondering what... Is it that anything to do with the... You know? Oh, the sponge, eh? Ah, okay.
Your Excellency, good afternoon. My name is Karenya Brandy. I'm from KCB, Kakamega branch. I came around with my colleague, she can wave. Her name is Sharon. We are here to represent our branch manager, Madam Judy Nekoye. She was to come, but something came up. The retail director from Nairobi is around, so she is engaged. But she sent us to tell you that she's been supporting these girls and she'll continue to do so, especially on the TVET scholarships. We usually have slots for teen mothers. Then she also reminded me to tell you that the scholarships that are coming for Form 1, there is a slot for the teen mothers. So if there is a teen mother who finished class 8, let them apply for the scholarship. Even if they did not hit the cutoff, which is 380 marks, let them apply and come for the interviews. We will hold the interviews on 16th. Yes, on 16th, which is this Saturday. Then she also told us to tell you that you've helped her achieve her aim this year. Her aim this year was to give hope. And through your foundation, you've helped her reach to those she didn't know she'd reach to. So you've helped her achieve whatever she wanted to give hope to the society. Thank you. For the scholarships, the Class 8 scholarships, those who are to join Form 1, you go to the cyber, you apply, then you receive a text message in your phone. After you receive a text message, visit any closest branch, you get the form to apply, or still, you can download a form from the cyber, wherever you are applying from, and come with the application form on the interview day. But first ensure you receive a message in your phone. Deadline. Sawa sawa. Deadline is that very same day. Even on 16th, make sure you apply. Sawa sawa. You can apply in the morning and you are coming for the interview at 12. Oh, the interviews will be held at Kakamega Primary. So in case maybe you might need the link later on before we leave, you can get the link from either Sharon or me. Sawa sawa.
Thank you. Let us utilize
Madam Janet and all the invited guests and all the protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name is Romanas Owor. I work with Inua Dada Foundation. And Inua Dada Foundation, this is an organization that works towards menstrual health. And in Kakamega, what we are doing, we work in 3 sub-counties. That is the sub-county of Lurambi, and Huisero, and Matungu. But we don't want just to be limited. Where the need is, within partnership with the Helping Hand for the Teen Mothers, we've been moving, and we look forward to work with the foundation and any other organization that is here. So in Kakamega, we are trying to increase access to menstrual products, so that our young girls and the mothers are able to have a dignified menstrual process, and their hygiene are well maintained. We also work in the field of SPCC, that is the social behavior change and communication. So we look forward to the young girls. My only thing that I would say, and I would echo what the director of Inua Dada always say, that is Janet Mbugwa, that a crack on the road, better you seal it as early as possible. And what I would say, what Professor is doing is sealing the cracks on the road so that we have a smooth life and a better living. Thank you very much.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name is Fred Anami. I'm the programs manager at KC Web CISP, and we are working in Kakamega in various projects. We are working with the teen male mothers in a project called Tetea. Basically, Tetea means together empowering the society to eliminate violence against women and children, and I think our sisters fall under the bracket of women and children. We are working in Malava and Shinyalu for the Tetea project. We are working in another program for Sogam as a means of empowering our widows, that is in Mumias East and Mumias West. We are having an agroecology project in Malava. And we are having an advocacy and GIGAS project. That one is in the entire Kakamega County for the benefit of ensuring our kids are remaining at school. To my little sisters, I want to urge you that we have a dream. Let us make sure our dream is never broken. Because of the little sleep we made, it doesn't mean that's the end of the world. And the First Lady, I thank you. We've been working with the First Lady in all our projects. And she's very humbled because at times she comes and graces our events. Like I remember this year when we were celebrating the Widows' Day, she was a chief guest for us and we really appreciated. She saw the need to talk to the widows. And I'm sure some of the reasons that make our sisters fall into the getting pregnant before they are aged enough to be mothers is maybe the background. Our mothers are widows and they are not able to give us maybe the support we need. I want to urge you that the support we are giving is all because we value you as a person and we want you to have a great future. One person said that some of us maybe didn't even make it in secondary school, but the dream we had, how we wanted to achieve it, that's why some of us are where we are. So kindly don't let your dream be broken by anybody. Follow it to the bitter end, but just get yourself surrounded by the right people. Thank you.
Thank you. Her Excellency Professor Baraza, the chief officers present, directors, all government personnel are present today, our chaperones, the community, and our distinguished guests, our teen mothers. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
My name is Dr. Maureen Mabiria from Usaid Boresha Jamii. While I'm a medical doctor, I'd like to say I'm an adolescent champion. I've been an adolescent champion for 10 years now, and it brings me so much great pleasure to see such an event. An event not for any persons other than adolescents, but more especially of the other gender. And Chief Officer, I would like to just draw some lessons from, I've been listening and I like to listen. And I know one of the chaperone mothers, her, she mentioned something that her mother told her, her mother-in-law, that they put a sponge and a tennis ball. And she noticed that the sponge remained in there, but the tennis ball left. And there's a lesson there that perhaps you didn't articulate. Well, the sponge stayed in the water and the tennis ball left. Once they're both removed, what does the sponge do? It absorbs. And therefore, Professor, and today and now Chief Officer has asked, is he seeing a lot of the other gender coming here? It's because while they seem to remain behind a bit, we observe and we absorb. I hope I've answered the question. But before I go on, I'd like to say something about the First Lady that I've also observed. Look around. Has anyone noticed something unique that she's doing? Anyone? What is she doing? She's taking notes. Does she have staff? You and I can guess how many staff she has, isn't it? Don't you think she has a staff who can take notes for her? Don't you think she has advisors who can take notes for her?
Yes.
But what is she doing? She's taking the notes themselves. So what does that tell you about her commitment for this program? Wapi makofi ya Professor Mama County, I would really like to appreciate you for that. It's not everyone a lot of people want to be seen to be doing something, but very few of us in the world want to actually make a change. While I've not interacted with you very closely, it's an observation that I've made from the few interactions we've made that this is a passion project. And for me, that speaks for me. And for our teen mothers here today, we have outnumbered you. We are so many here. And sometimes it can look like you know, what are these people saying? Does it make sense to you? Apart from Prof who has spoken directly to you, and I hope it has resonated because he was very animated and people would wonder. But I know that's a form of communication to the girls so that they can understand you. We want to say that we are committed to seeing that you succeed every day. So when you see your mothers here, you see several people from different disciplinaries, please note that we are not just here to speak, but commitment to see that you succeed. I know that it said, oh, Teresa, nini, nini, but there is an opportunity, and I think that's what, please remind me your name. I'd like to remember your name.
I'm Ruth Odanga.
Ruth Odanga. I would really want to remember your name, and I will tell you why. So while Madam Ruth gave her example of what her mother, and remember, you can imagine, how old were you?
I was just turning 18. I was 17.
She was 17 years old. I don't want to ask her age now, but you can guess her age, isn't it? Yes. But guess what? She remembers that, isn't it? So meaning it must have been impactful. That's more or less, because she has learned, she's been to the university. But that lesson, how small it was impactful to you. So then I come here and to our esteemed partners. It's very easy today to speak a lot, but I feel like there's so much potential here. And I think I was speaking to the gender advisor, and he told me that you want to bring us together so that we can draw a roadmap. Because we can speak here today, we can say very good things. Everyone has come here and said, oh, I support it, I support this. Everyone has an undertone of gender, GBV and T. But how are we lining that up to assist these girls? These are just a sample. How many girls are actually out there? I didn't want to say the statistics, but it's in Kakamega County, it's about 200% higher than what the national government statistics is. So the national government is at 14%, our teen pregnancy is at 21%, meaning this is a sample. How about the others? You have all of us here and more of us out there. How are we coming together to ensure that these children, these girls, and the ones that are not here are actually supported? So the last thing I would like to say is, while it might look like it's a disadvantage to have gotten pregnant and gotten a child, there is something different that, there's one who said she's waiting for her exams. I believe she's in yellow there. Please remind me your name. You're waiting for your KCP results, right? I hope I remember you correctly. KCSE, sorry. Please remind me your name, because I like to put a face to the statistics. I like to put a face to the people. Otherwise, then it doesn't resonate with you. So please remind us your name. Felista Atieno. So Felista Atieno will be looking to join a tertiary institution, isn't it? So many other children sat for their KCSE.